we're back with Steins Gate 0, episode
22.
22.
22.
Only 2 left in the show. We're also watching the OVA, so basically 3 left. But yeah, you know the drill. Whenever there's 2 or 3 episodes left, we cosplay in an anime show.
If possible.
If possible. But it was possible this time. That's why we took a break last week. We're very excited for this finale.
It's been a while since we started Steins Gate,
it was
right?
a long journey. We grew to love these characters so much, and the story turned out to be so good.
Oh.
When we started this show, we had no idea just what we put ourselves into, and I'm not disappointed we decided to watch this. It has been really good. I think I'm putting Steins Gate in my top, 5 favorite animes these past few years at least. So
Kind of always say that though.
no, that's not necessarily true. I did that. Well, I have my top 2, maybe 3. I said that with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I'm saying that with Steins Gate now, but yeah, I think this show really grew in my heart, and I love it so much, and I'm ready for this finale.
The characters are so good to watch, so
Yes.
yeah, it's been nice.
Especially since now we got Okabe back, basically.
We got
Maho
a
and
Max
Kyuujin.
and he's back.
Yes, he went back in time from 20 years in the future, by shots of 2 weeks and then later on 48 hours. So he stayed strong. He came back, asked Daru to punch him, which he did willingly. And then he laughed and did his whole speech, and it was so cool. We cried. And everyone is happy, but then we kind of made up a plan to try and get Mayuri and Suzu to leave, which they did not. At least we don't think so. The thing exploded. It's true that, the thing is, it is said that this machine will explode on that day. So if Suzu and Mayuri really want to go back in time, it's not a good thing. It will get destroyed, and if they are in it, they will explode with it. So. Hopefully Okarin stays strong, finds another, twist to make things happen. And this could also lead to the key that will save Makise 15 years in the future. Right?
I hope so. I want to be alive.
Yes, so I say we jump in this episode before our wigs start killing us and we see what happens.
We also got our Dr. Pepper with us, guys.
It's not technically exactly what they're drinking because ours is Dr. DR. But it's fine. It's the same. It tastes the same. So let's jump in this episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
All right, let's do this.
Yes. Okay, well, I mean, the change is huge because without Amadeus, we don't meet Maho necessarily. Like, we talked to her at first for the conference, but is there even a conference if there is no Amadeus?
As
As
might
far as we
send
know,
to a conference, but maybe something else. But
maybe, they might not meet her at the conference, and even if they meet her at the conference, Okarin will have absolutely no reason to talk to Maho.
The interest to talk to Maho was about Amadeus with Curtis's memories.
Yeah.
So
yes. We don't meet
Maho.
We barely meet Maho. We don't talk to the professor because we don't interrupt during the speech. So that will never happen. They're still around. It's just we don't do that. Mm-hmm. And how is it going to affect everything else?
I don't know, but I know that for sure, right now the Russians do have Makise's thesis.
Well,
but they don't have access to our memories data. So
they used Amadeus to do that.
Yep. But
now that they won't have access to Amadeus, they won't have that. So the thing is, if the machine exploding is a convergence like they said, even that, I was about to say even that won't change stuff, but now that we saw the convergence being, the numbers being so high, we could just go to another A line or something as far as we know.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
So in that case, we have no idea where we are, what changed. Like, next episode, Okarin is gonna have to take 10 minutes of episode just to realize, okay, what changed? That's the only thing that, not the only weakness, but that's one of the worst stuff with his reading Steiner, because he doesn't get the memories from the Okarin that was there before him. He remembers the change, but he doesn't remember what happened. So he has no idea, where he's been, what he's done, what changed, what's his relationships with people. Which, by the way, we talked about that. Eventually, the Okarin from the first season is going to do the change with Makise. Then he will go several years till the day the Okarin we know basically sent stuff in the past and changed stuff. And that Okarin sent his email, lived through the reading Steiner, and then found himself in a reality where Makise was alive, everyone was happy, but he will have forgotten everything that he did before that. So the Okarin from season 1 will eventually one day wake up and woof, he will turn into the Okarin from this season.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
But I mean, at the very least, it means that every Okarin will eventually have a chance to be with the people he loves. So there's that. But yeah. This episode, at least he went back to laughing, doing his thing. He does say he feels embarrassed, which I don't think he felt embarrassed before, because he completely accepted this role he had created for himself, because it wasn't, it was a game. So, and everyone knew the game, and Daru was the only one pretty much saying he was crazy, but...
I think that the main difference right now is compared to first season, with just Steins Gate, Okarin matured a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
So he understands more that this is a little bit more embarrassing than it used to be, but it's his persona. It's what it used to be when he was trying to make theories about time travel.
It's kind of like you're 20, whatever, like you're in your 30s, you've been through so much experiences and stuff, and then in order to bring back a smile on your friend's face, you start acting like your teenage years, and in his case, it's kind of like that, especially since he's been 27 years in the future, and it took him so much time to come back, so who knows, how old he feels right now. It's a persona he's adopting once again to do the exact same thing he did with Mayuri. He's acting like this so that the people around him are motivated, so that he himself is motivated, and people just do what they need to do, which is tough it out and change stuff. It's true that, he faced another failure with Mayuri, and he was so convinced it was going to work. We got to give him, 10 minutes of, fuck, didn't work. But then went back right back to Hoho in Kyoma, so at least that kept going, and it's great because we don't have much time for
we got one episode left to do that.
Yes, so he's accepted the idea that he's gonna do what's necessary to change things, and now unfortunately again, what he has to do to change things is sacrifice someone he cares about. For Maho and Okarin, it's kind of like they're living through their grief once again. They're kind of creating the same situation once again, willingly. Maho is going through this for the first time, but it's not the first time for Okarin, so it's not easy.
But the thing is, if you look at it through logical perception, yes, Amadeus is a program. She's not real.
Yeah.
She's a software.
Yeah, but she acts like
But
Makise.
the thing is, she acts like Makise, she talks like Makise, she got her memories, her thought process also.
And even then, didn't we say,
it's like if she's right there with them, but just in a phone or computer.
Yeah, but didn't we say, in any case, didn't we say that for Karin to do things correctly with Amadeus, he had to think of Amadeus as a completely different personality? It is Makise's memories, but his relationship with Amadeus should be different from his relationship with Makise. He cannot, think it's the same girl. So basically, Amadeus is kind of another friend he made along the way that reminds him of Makise. So he cannot look at Amadeus and think Makise Kurisu. It's not the same person. It's not the same experiences and stuff. It's someone else. But he grew close to Amadeus too, just like he grew close to Makise. So that split that they had to do, it's gonna be hard. And for Maho especially, because not only did she create this, but she's never gone through this before. She's never had to willingly erase her friend like that.
Yeah.
And Amadeus was kind of a way for her to deal with the grief and all the emotions that were left behind with her relationship with Makise and how she saw herself as a scientist.
She's gonna be so destroyed though when they're gonna erase Amadeus 1 year and a half before, and she's gonna lose all of those data.
It's gonna disappear, and she's gonna
She's gonna be so destroyed.
Well, I mean, I don't know if They said they needed to do that before Amadeus, was created. I don't know if the plan is just to destroy the memories before they can even make the program.
We'll see. We'll see in the finale.
In that case, it's still, you lost something very precious. It's the memories and the consciousness of someone who is now dead.
Yeah.
So, and it was the thing that kind of helped her deal with her grief. So I don't know in which state Maho will be next episode, if we see her. But yeah, it's not going to be good. And we only have one episode to change stuff. And considering, like I said, the number was pretty high, we know the changes will be big.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, I said we jump right to the last episode and see what happens.
Oh my god, are you ready for that?
No, I don't want to say goodbye to the show.
We can always go back in time and watch it again.
Yes, we can do that, just not as a reaction. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the finale right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out if you want. The link is in the description below.
Yes. And if not, the next one will be out on YouTube next week.
Yes.
For the last episode, guys.
Yes.
And after that, DOIV. So yeah.
Yes.
Keep in touch. And we're gonna see you then.
Bye.